The moment you begin to live with a woman, the passion and the excitement begins to mitigate, wane, and be lost eventually. It's just the way it is. I'm not saying if it's good, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying don't do it or do it, but know it. The moment you start living together, whether it's under the confines of marriage, whether it's just two girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, deciding to live together, or any other arrangement where you're living under the same roof, where you see each other every day, morning, noon, and night, passion will start to die very quickly, very quickly. There's been countless situations where people are dating, for let's say years, and the moment they start living together, within the 45 days, sometimes the relationship breaks apart, because all the mysticism, all the excitement, all the mystery, all the curiosity, it dies, it goes out the window. I've said this before, but the famous actor, which many of you may not remember, I mean, he was even before my time. There was a famous actor, was a sex symbol man. His name was Omar Sharif. He was from Egypt, and he's in many classical movies. And anyways, he was a sex symbol and sought after by many women or whatever, and he said famously that these women are just oohing and awing over me, and the moment I start living with them and they see my dirty socks on the floor, something irreversibly changes. That's just the way it is. If you're thinking of, hey, what are we, this is going so great, why don't we, move in together? And usually it's the women that offer this, but there are always men also. There is the men who simply don't know and will find out the hard way. And then there are just bona fide simps. Some people are just born to be simps. They say, oh, honey, let's move in together. Now, if you want to put that on steroids, and turbocharge and twin turbocharge, is when you move into a woman's place. That has happened too, where a woman already has a place and you just decide to move in with her and pay half of the mortgage or pay half of the rent or pay all of the rent or whatever. That would just put everything on steroids in terms of how fast things are going to go south. It's just the way it is. You can come out and disagree with it and find out the hard way. You can have reasons, well, how am I going to have a family or whatever? Well, I don't know. But just the fact that's there. It's like an airplane. The higher it goes, the elevation, the less fuel, it will use, but also the less traction, less ground, less distance it's going to cover. That's just the way it is, because air is thinner and the engines are not, as effective the higher it goes. It's just the way it is. You've heard of laws of physics. These are laws of nature and human interaction. So remember, the next time you decide to move in with somebody, count on it that the excitement, mysticism, and the interest is going to wane really fast.